welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Carrie. I am a TV host and I live in Kansas City, Missouri. It is a beautiful fall weekend here in Kansas City, and I am going to be doing a lot of dog mom things this weekend. So I figured this would be a fun time to make like dog mom life vlog type of thing. So I hope you guys like that kind of content. I am gonna be doing a lot of different things. I am gonna be giving Doogie and Lyla baths. I'm gonna be making them some homemade treats and things like that. And then I'm also gonna be spending some time at the dog shelter, which if you guys have been here before, you've seen the shelter that I work at, Missouri Pit Bull Rescue. I am doing a shift there tonight. And then I'm also going there right now because one of our longtime residents is getting adopted. And we're so happy for him, so we're giving him like a little send-off party. He's getting adopted by someone who used to volunteer with us, so she's adopting him, which is really exciting. And it's just gonna be a fun weekend full of dog mom things, which I really love. It's such a big part of my life, and rescue is such a big part of my life, and you guys seem to love that content. And I'm always looking for ways to share more about what rescue is really like, and to kind of destigmatize rescue dogs. I know there's still some stigma out there about how they're damaged or stuff like that, just ridiculous. But anything I can do to like lessen that narrative, I'm gonna do 100%. And we have some really cute new dogs at the shelter, so you're gonna get to meet them. And then, like I said, you're just gonna get to watch me do some things with my dogs. I can't wait to make homemade dog treats. I've never made homemade dog treats before, but I've been wanting to, and I bought these little things. Let me show you. Actually, a couple months back, we were doing a shoot at a pet store for my show. The pet store was sponsoring our Adopt a Pet thing that we do every week. And so I saw some stuff at the store, so of course I bought it. I bought a couple things, but one of the things I bought was this. I'm like, I really wanna make some kind of homemade dog treat, whether it's like a frozen yogurt thing, I don't know. I need to look up some recipes yet. But I've been wanting to for so long. I bought this a couple months ago and I still haven't used it, so the time is now. So stick around because all that is to come. And right now I need to get my water bottle, pack my stuff up, and go to the shelter for this little send-off for one of our favorite dogs. So let's go. Happy tails. Bye, Footloose. Thank you, Miss Ginger. Thank you, Miss Ginger. Thank you. Good. Thank you. I know you just want to give me all the kisses. Oh my gosh. I die for you. Are you the cutest thing? I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with you. Oh my gosh. Good boy. Oh, you're so cute, I could die. Oh, here's some new faces. Smokey Joe and Pumpkin Spice Latte. They're brother and sister, if you can't tell. They're so sweet. Hi guys, what's up? What's up? Oh, puppy pile. Oh, puppy pile. Puppy pile. Did you guys go outside and go potty? Remember, we go potty outside, not inside. Potty is outside, not inside. Okay, good to know, good to know. Just wanted to make sure you got that down. You guys, this is Donkey. Can you guess why his name is Donkey? I'll give you one guess. Just one guess. Look at those ears. Donkey. Donkey. You cannot say it any other way than how Shrek says it, by the way. Donkey. This little puppy is named Applesauce, or Saucy for short. And man oh man, she is saucy. She is a mouthy little puppy. So we're gonna work on some commands with her because she's actually doing really good with her commands, and it's a good way to get her to settle down. So come on, Saucy. Saucy, sit. Yes. Touch. Yes. Right here. Touch. Touch. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. See, you're smart. You're just a terror. Oh, back to biting my ankles. There we go. Here you go. Saucy. Saucy, sit. Yes. Touch. Yes. Down. No. Sit. She's getting sick of this. All right, you guys know the drill. Last thing I do before I leave is I mark my notes in the workbook for the next volunteer who comes tomorrow morning. Good morning and happy Sunday. I slept till 9 a.m. this morning, which is so nice for me. Love that for me because I am an early riser. I prefer to get up early. I like mornings. I like getting my day going. A lot of times I work out in the mornings. So most of the time during the week, I'm up by 5:15, 5:30 to get my day going, and then I'm in bed early. Last night I stayed up and watched some Gilmore Girls after I got home from my volunteer shift, and so I didn't go to bed till like 11:30ish, which is late for me. But then I got to sleep in, which is lovely. I'm putting on my outdoor feet because Doogie and I are gonna go on a WALK, and then I have a bunch of cleaning to get to. Later on today, I am gonna make the dogs some homemade like dog biscuit treats, and then they're also gonna get BATHS. You know, we won't say the word out loud because it's a little bit of a dirty word, if you know what I mean. But it's gonna happen, yes it is. And also because it's Sunday, it's a football day, so the Packers play at noon, and then the Chiefs play at 3:30. So we're gonna be doing a lot of things in between football. The other thing I always do on Sunday is I do a lot of laundry. I love clean things. Like I love clean blankets, clean sheets, clean clothes, like clean everything, clean towels. Like I just love the feeling and the smell of everything clean. And so I do a lot of that on Sunday. And because the dogs are getting BATHS later this afternoon, one of the things I always do when they get those is I wash their dog beds. There is like 3 dog beds in this house. There's like 1 on every floor. And mostly they're for Lyla, but Doogie will use them as well. But Lyla has 1 on every floor, so if they're gonna get cleaned themselves, then I really need to clean their beds, because if a clean dog is laying in a dirty bed, like what's the point of that? You know what I mean? And I need to have those cleaned and then dry for tonight so Lyla can lay in her bed tonight when she goes to bed. Doogie sleeps on our bed, but Lyla prefers to sleep on the floor on her own bed. So I also need to take apart the beds, get them washed, and then hang them out to dry so that they can be dry for bedtime this evening. So I have a lot to get to, but before we start, we need to go and go for WALK, don't we? Don't we? Okay, let's get your collar. He always knows it's time when I reach for the collar, because sometimes I put on my outdoor feet and he doesn't get to come with. But when I reach for the collar, he knows that he's coming with. So, let's go. Anita! Oh, yes! Yes! We need to wash your collar too. His collar's kind of dirty. It's hard to see from here, but his collar has Baby Yoda on it. Actually, I'll just take it off and show you. He's like, no, put it back on. It's dirty, but this is his collar. It's from a local company here in Kansas City called Dub Dog, and they make all sorts of different designs. And what I like about it is this is just like fabric, and then there's like the tougher material underneath, but this is just fabric, and so I can just put it in the wash machine and it comes out like perfectly clean. So anyway, this one has Baby Yoda on it. I really want to get him a Friends collar because I'm a Friends junkie. It's my favorite show ever. but they didn't have any fabric in there last time I went. She did say that she would look for some and get me some. So I do think we need to get you a fresh collar, but Lyla doesn't wear collars because of her wrinkles. She wears a harness. But honestly, she only wears a harness when she leaves the house. And these days, she just doesn't leave the house much because there's just no need for her to leave the house. So she just has a harness, and the rest of the time, she just walks around naked. Naked. Okay, let's go. Okay, I know this is supposed to be dog mom stuff, but I'm also a cat mom. So I figured I would share with you guys what I do to deep clean Ced's litter box. I do this every couple of weeks. I clean his litter box a couple times a week, but every couple weeks, I try to do it every other week, I will empty everything out of it and scrub it down because it gets gross, honestly. He kind of like pees on the side and like I just can't get it all. So I will empty it all out, and I will take Dawn dish soap, and then this is just like an old dish scrubber that we don't use for dishes anymore, obviously, and I use this to like scrub it down and get it all sorts of clean. So let's go. I also do the top, by the way, because that gets gross too. So let's begin, shall we? Okay, all clean. Now I will just let it air dry out here for a little bit. I'll leave it out in the sun for like just an hour and it'll be dry. And then I'll put completely new litter in it and it'll be good to go. A lot of times people will say like I clean my cat's litter box like a couple times a week, and like even when I clean it, it still smells, and they're like, why does it still smell? I clean it so much. It's because you still need to deep clean it every couple weeks. So even if you're cleaning your cat's litter box every other day or very often, whatever it is, like it still will need a deep clean every now and then. And if you're not doing that, that's probably why it still smells. So this is my recommendation. Again, I just use Dawn dish soap and a scrubber, and I just do it like every other week, and it really, really helps. The smell will completely go away and it'll just be so fresh and so clean. All right, you guys, the time has come. I am gonna try to make homemade dog treats. I've been wanting to try this for a while, and I'm finally gonna do it. I have this little molded thing that I bought a couple months ago when we were doing a client shoot at a local pet store, and I'm like, this looks fun, let's do it. And then I looked up some recipes online. I want something that is simple, and I want to do something that is frozen. I know you can do baked versions of this too, but I want to start with something frozen. Doogie loves ice cubes, so I think this will be perfect for him. And Lyla loves peanut butter, so I think it'll be perfect for her because of that. So these are super simple. It's only 3 ingredients. It is Greek yogurt, which this one's almost gone, so I have another one here. Greek yogurt, pumpkin puree, and then peanut butter. So make sure that the peanut butter you're getting doesn't have that one word with an X, xanthan. I don't know how you pronounce it. I will put it here on the screen so you can see it, but that particular ingredient can sometimes be put in peanut butter and it is toxic to dogs. So whatever peanut butter you're using, the more natural, the better, but just make sure when you look at the ingredients, it doesn't have this ingredient in it, because your dog might end up sick. And in fact, if you follow Mrs. Peaches, Miss Peaches got sick because Dave gave her some peanut butter and it had that ingredient in it, and he had to take her to the vet and like get her stomach pumped or something. It was such a roller coaster because Miss Peaches is beloved by millions of people. So just make sure you're checking that out before you're giving your dog any kind of peanut butter. Let's do the Greek yogurt first. Half a cup of Greek Greek yogurt, here it is. I'm actually gonna use the rest of the pumpkin from this recipe because I'm only using a little bit. I'm gonna use it in a recipe for us for dinner in a couple of days probably. It's like a risotto, a pumpkin risotto. Anyway, it looked really good and I'm like, I'm gonna have some pumpkin left over. So I will use the rest of this soon in a recipe for people. A quarter of a cup peanut butter. I have everything in the bowl. Now I'm gonna mix it all up. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna take my rubber little tray here that I have, and I'm just gonna scoop them into there. Not gonna lie, I was pretty messy, but it's my first time, okay? Cut me some slack. So, this is what we got. I'm gonna pop them in the freezer. Let's see for how long. It says they need to go in the freezer for 3 to 4 hours. So, I'm gonna pop those in there. I'm gonna put them right there. So you might be wondering why I have just randomly decided to make my dogs homemade dog treats. And the truth is, Doogie, moving my camera. The truth is that I've been thinking a lot more about what I give my dogs to eat and how it affects their entire body, and from their, their allergies to their skin and their coat to their poop to everything. And I see this a lot with the animals at the shelter, the dogs that come in from the shelter. A lot of times when they come to us, they have severe problems. Some of it is broken bones or infections or stuff like that. But one of the most common things we see when dogs come in is they just have really bad gut health. And that usually stems from bad nutrition or no nutrition. I mean, some of these dogs are starving, or just none of the preventatives taken. So for example, a lot of times when we get puppies in, or young dogs, even adult dogs, sometimes they come in and they have worms. And it's really gross, but they have these intestinal parasites because their gut health is rotten and they have not had anyone care for them. They've never had good nutrition. They've never had any of those things that really make a dog healthy from the inside out. So while my dogs get plenty of preventatives, they get all of their shots, vaccines, things like that, flea, tick, like everything, they get everything, but I'm still always looking for ways that I can just enhance their well-being in the littlest way. And I've been thinking about this more, especially with Doogie, because I've mentioned this on my TikTok. I don't know if I've mentioned it here on my YouTube channel, but he, unfortunately, he eats poop. He does. We go to the dog park, and I'm telling you, this wouldn't be a problem if other people picked up their dog's poop, but alas, they don't. So when we go to the dog park, he starts munching every time I look away, which is not very often. He's over there munching away on some turds, and it's so gross, and it's really scary to me, because that's a lot of times how parasites are transmitted. If he eats the poop of a dog that has parasites or has worms or something like that, it's just can be nasty. That's how things can spread. So I've been trying to break this habit with him. It's a work in progress. We are getting there little by little. But B, I've been trying to just work and try to supplement his gut health as much as possible. So if you have a dog who maybe like Doogie eats poop, or doesn't have regular stools, or sometimes they're really great and then other times they're really loose and runny and gross, I would recommend adding in some kind of probiotic. I personally take a multivitamin and a probiotic, and it's really great for my gut health. It has really helped with my personal bloating, keeping me regular, all those types of things. And so it makes sense that your dog would also want or benefit from something like that. And for me specifically, I have seen that maybe him eating poop is coming from the fact that he's missing some kind of nutrient, or there's some kind of thing off in his gut health, which is leading him to want to eat this foul stuff. I don't know if that's the case, but I am trying everything. And even if that doesn't curb him eating the poop, it is only gonna benefit him more and more with his gut health. So this is the one I've been using recently. This is PetLab Co. It's their Probiotic Chew. I'm gonna read to you some of what the back says. It says, our unique blend of pre and probiotics makes this soft chew an ideal supplement to help support your pet's healthy gut. Formulated to not only help maintain a healthy intestinal tract, but also to support the immune system too, which we love. Truly, your dog having good gut health really contributes to everything. Like I said, it really helps their immunity, it helps their stools, it helps their skin and their coat feel better and just be more natural. It can help with allergies. Like it's one of those things that like all around just helps your entire body, much like a human, function better. So Doogie has been on these for about 2 weeks now, and his stools have been looking fabulous. He's gonna get a bath tonight, but overall his skin has been doing a lot better, and this is peak allergy season. So far, so good. It can take, up to 30 days or even 60 days to start to see like the full results of this, just because your gut biome, just like a person, is tricky. Like it takes a while to get the good bacteria going and get rid of the bad bacteria. So definitely give it a little bit of time. It's not something that you're gonna see results in right away, but even 15 days in, I'm really impressed with how he's starting to look, how his gut health is. I will keep you guys updated on Doogie's journey of poop eating because it needs to stop. It's so bad. It makes me, it grosses me out, and B, it makes me nervous that he could be picking up some kind of something, which is just not good. It's not good. So on top of the probiotic, I'm gonna start bringing treats to the dog park and working on his recall and his leave it. He has gone to obedience classes. He's very smart and willing to please. He wants to please, but he also knows that it's naughty and he needs reinforcement of the treat when I am telling him to leave it and come back. Otherwise, he's just a little hesitant to listen to me, which I don't love, but we are working on it. Again, I will keep you guys updated. In the meantime, if you have any other tricks or tips, I've had other people comment on the TikToks that I've posted saying that their dog also eats poop and that they would love guidance. But if you have tricks that have worked, put them down in the comments below. But I think really I just need to make sure his recall is better so that when I tell him leave it, he leaves it. So when we go to the dog park later this afternoon, I'm gonna bring my training belt with some treats, and we are gonna specifically work on leave it and his recall. So stay tuned. Okay, so the Chiefs game is going on, which means there won't be a lot of dogs here in the park, which is good, kind of, because when there's less dogs here, he usually tries to eat more poop because he's got less dogs to play with. So then he's like, I'm just gonna snack. So let's see how this goes. I've got my pouch, got treats. Let's do this. So I'm just gonna keep reinforcing his recall. So every once in a while, I'm just gonna make sure, which he does a pretty good job of this in general, but every once in a while, I'm just gonna call him back to me and make sure that when I say his name, he comes. And when he comes, I'm gonna have him sit in front of me, and then I'll say yes and give him a treat. It just reminds him that when he comes back to me, he gets rewarded for it. Sit. Yes, good boy. Hey, Marley. What's up, bud? Hi, Marley. What a lovely day out, truly. Okay, that was decent. We have ways to go. He still managed to eat 2 turds 2 different times, but one of them was my fault because I looked away. I was talking to some other people, and he was like, oh, there's my chance. And then the other one, actually, I think that time I was looking away too. So maybe those are both on me. He just knows when I turn away and he's like, I'm gonna go be naughty. I don't know. Anyways, it's good. We need to keep this up. All right, the last thing we have to do is give the dogs a bath. Because you stinky. You stinky. Okay, we're gonna cover you just a little bit. Ready? And we're gonna scrub. Next, I rinse off, and and I just use the bath water to rinse, but then I go over it again with clean water. Oh, look at that uppy water. Look at uppy water. You guys, look at that gross water. Gross, okay. Now we drain the water. Oof. And then we get clean water and we rinse it off with clean water. Good boy. Mommy loves you. Okay, good job. Fresh and clean. Good boy. Come in. You can jump out. Good boy. This one likes it a little less. Well, Doogie doesn't like it, but Lyla hates it. Scrub-a-dub-dub, Lyla in the tub. Scrub-a-dub-dub, gotta get in all the wrinkles. Lyla, no. Don't you think about jumping. Look at the yucky water bubble. Alright, clean water. Good girl, Lyla. You're so brave. She's so brave. She's well behaved. She is not afraid. She's a sweet wrinkle. We love her so. She is not afraid. She's the goodest girl. She loves her mommy and daddy. And she's a good girl. Okay, ready? She's like, yeah, Mom, get me out of here. All right, dogs are clean. Their dog beds are clean as well. I am clean, thank goodness. I took a shower after washing them because Lord knows it's a little dirty doing that. But I'm about to go to bed. Actually, I'm about to get into bed and read my book. But I figured we could end the vlog and end the night by having the dogs try out one of those treats that I made and see what they think of them. So this is what they look like, all frozen. I'm gonna pop one out. Doogie, Lyla, you want one? This is what it looks like in its little thing. Ready? What do you think? You're gonna take it over there? Okay, sounds good. What do you think? Oh, you gobbled that up, didn't you? Oh, look at your tail though, you're happy. Let's go give Boo Boo one. Let's go give Boo Boo one. Lyla is downstairs with Casey, but we're gonna go take her one because she deserves one too. Boo Boo. She's watching baseball with her dad. Boo Boo, here you go. Ready? You wanna try? No. Here you go, Boo Boo. Good girl. Good girl. You got it. You got it. Good girl. You like it? You like it? Success! They like them.